I didn't take immediate action. I gave it some kind of grace period to make more findings. And so a few days ago, I received some other reports in the form of complaints from a neighboring school, that is Kisoro Demonstration Primary School, which is next to Kisoro PTC, regarding the same man, Lambert Ndyanabo, Emmanuel, Reverend Father, Pastor, as he calls himself. And 2 days ago, one of the teachers from Kisoro Demonstration School, who is Mr. Matthias, he's seated behind there, he came to me also with now some kind of alarm. I had not taken action because I wanted ample evidence, enough evidence, so that we see how we can go about it. The Catholic Church and the way it is set up, first of all, if it is a diocese, we know ourselves as the priests. If it is a parish, like in this parish of St. Peter's, Kisoro, we know that we are only two priests. And even other priests who are born here, perhaps serving in other areas, we know them. So when we heard about a certain priest doing ministry in our parish, we got shocked together with my brother, Father Johnny Bazimenyera, who is the parish priest. So yesterday, but one, I went to Kisoro Demonstration Primary School to find out. Reaching at the gate, I checked in the security book at the gate, only to find there his signatures, different signatures. Somewhere he writes, Lambert, Reverend Father, Pastor Lambert Ndyanabo Emmanuel. And occupation, somewhere he says, Reverend Father, Pastor. Address, he says that he works, or he has been working in the Archdiocese of Toronto in Canada. And to the best of my knowledge, in Kawale Diocese, we don't have a priest born from here working in the Archdiocese of Toronto in Canada. So, dear friends, to me, after those cries, I suspected that this man is an impositor, somebody pretending to be what he is not. He had gone to the extent of requesting some students, I think that is at Kisoro Demonstration School, requesting students and the staff there, and I think some Christians, to begin bringing some offertory to him, saying that he is suffering. And to us it was a point of concern. It is a point of concern. We think and we feel that if we don't pay attention to such an issue, definitely something bad will kind of come out of such situation. Or else even, I would say, he has already, for example, begun misleading our Christians, even our church name, even our name as priests. So here he is, Lambert. Lambert, yes, once again you're welcome.
Thank you.
Here before you, the journalists and then some leaders of this parish. Kindly, I would love to pose a few questions to you, yes, so that we clarify this, so that we make some kind of clarification. And if at all you are a priest, we see how we can incorporate you in our diocese, not in the parish, by the way, in the diocese, using proper channels and proper avenues. First of all, introduce yourself to us. Who are you? Just you answer the questions I'm asking you only. Who are you? Introduce yourself to us.
Before God and Jesus Christ, who sent me and who brought me to this kingdom, my name is Emmanuel Ndyanabo Lambert, and I've been ordained a pastor, a deacon, and a priest from Canada, Toronto, from the Jesuits community for the Jesuit missionary fathers. So I'm an apostle and an evangelist who takes the mission of God not only to the Catholic Church, but to the entire world, spreading the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ.
All right,
but
Emmanuel.
originally baptized in the Roman Catholic Church.
So, are you a Catholic priest or you're not? Because in the books where you have signed, we have seen, and we have the proof here, you have seen your title as Reverend Father Pastor. So are you a Catholic priest or you are a pastor perhaps of some other denomination? Are you a Catholic priest or? Say yes or no, just
I am.
to make...
I have been ordained a priest with the Jesuit Society, Jesuit Missionary Fathers in Toronto.
All right.
And I am a pastor and a preacher of the gospel, but I'm not a Catholic-oriented priest, no. But I'm a priest and a servant of Jesus Christ within the church.
A priest of which denomination?
The Jesuit Society Missionaries.
Are the Jesuits, are the Jesuits Catholics or they are not?
No. They are Catholic, but I'm trained as an apostle and an evangelist of the word of Jesus Christ.
And so, were you ordained a priest?
I was ordained a priest to serve in the kingdom of Jesus Christ.
Were you given the sacrament of holy orders? Were you given the sacrament of holy orders?
Well, Father,
All right.
let me introduce more a little bit of my training.
Emmanuel, just to make things
Because
easier for you, I would love that you answer the questions directly.
I don't
so
understand
that-
when you ask me the holy orders. It doesn't make sense.
Now, are you a Catholic or you're not a Catholic?
I am a Catholic by baptism.
And then you don't understand.
I'm very proud.
You don't understand what
I know what is
the
called.
holy orders mean.
I know liturgical orders.
All right.
Holy orders, I don't understand what
All
it
right.
is.
So, would you kindly inform us and the church leaders here of this parish, where did you attend your philosophy from? Did you study philosophy at any level in your life? Say yes or no.
Yes, I've studied philosophy and psychology.
Which institution?
Ryerson University, Canada, Toronto.
Did you go for theology?
Yes.
Which institution?
Canada, Ryerson University.
Which bishop ordained you?
I'm not ordained by a bishop.
All right. And so you call yourself a Reverend Father Pastor, yet you're not ordained?
Because this is what I am ordained within the Jesuit Society as an apostle, even from the Word of God.
All right.
From the time
Thank you.
you become, you finish your training, and from the time I was baptized in the Catholic Church, I became a priest. That is very much evident within the Word of Jesus Christ.
All right,
I
Emmanuel.
became a priest, and from my time I was trained in Canada, and the years I spent with the Reverend Father Anthony Musala in the liturgical orders of the Roman Catholic Church Charismatic Renewal in the early years in Igaba Parish, where I'm coming from, where I'm born, with Father Silas Chikurwe. I could tell you a little bit of my history. I am a man who cannot be disrespected like this. I feel a bit of anger. Allow me to ventilate it like this. Because I feel power and control has come against me to take me back, to just destroy me. Bana bimana, I use English and Rufumbida. I'm a man who has gone to school. I'm a man who has studied this church and who has also been part of the church for many years. Padily, Father Ignatius, I am sure we are all on the same journey. I have a history with Reverend Father Anthony Musara.
But now,
I have a
excuse
history
me,
within the church.
these guys you see here, abayobozi ba church, ariko shaka
allow
mukole mu bugufi.
So allow me naje nganira
Ibindi usaba nti ibindi
ubisobanure kumfata
after.
no kumfunga.
Oya taboro kufunga ibindi uje kubisobanura.
I am feeling attacked.
after. Reka kubaza ibindi bibazo nka bibiri, then tukweze chance ubisobanureho.
Amen.
Would you kindly tell us, if you have been serving in the order of the Jesuits, who is the current superior general of the Jesuits? If you are, honestly speaking, if you have been, and if you are under the order of Jesuits, who is the current superior general of the Jesuits? You don't know? Tabo Muzi. All right. Who is the current bishop of the Archdiocese of Toronto in Canada, where you have been serving?
Cardinal Collins.
Yes?
Cardinal Collins is our bishop.
And which parish have you been serving in?
Our Lady of Lords, Roman Catholic Church.
Are you incardinated in that diocese or you're not incardinated in that diocese?
I am registered there as a member of the Roman Charismatic Renewal Ministry.
All right, so Emmanuel, how did you come to be here? How did you find yourself here in Kisoro?
Now that makes sense.
How did you find yourself here in Kisoro?
So Kisoro, this is where I am born. Bikoro A, Hadi Haruguru. I am born in Bikoro A, I have my mother, Oliver Jagari, who is left. And I have my family, my sister home is up here in Kisoro. I only returned here in Kisoro because I want to take care of my mother.
When was that?
That is back in September of 2017.
And you have been here in Kisoro?
3 years and a half.
For 3 years?
Yes.
And we don't know you. I Ignatius, I don't know you. I've been here for 4 years.
Father Ibasimenyera has met me several times. Father Ibasimenyera has met me. Before we closed for COVID-19, I only left here because of COVID-19. Yes. Father Ibasimenyera knows me very well.
Alright.
Yes, I have been intending since COVID-19 stopped me from coming to greet my mother. I have some
honest, our members of a parish council. Do you know these members? Right off from my side.
I'll be very honest. It's only a few months that I came here before COVID-19 closed us. So I couldn't know everybody, but some members over here.
2017 you have been here.
Yes, and I've not only been serving the Roman Catholic Church many members. I'll be very honest. The sacrament that I'm giving is open to everybody.
And
no one buys me.
You are saying you have been giving a sacrament. Sacraments when you are not an ordained minister.
What
Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I'm using now hard words.
Yes. But
how come that you have been administering sacraments when you are not an ordained minister in the Catholic Church? Which sacraments are those you have been administering?
Reverend Father, even if I'm not ordained.
Which sacraments have you been administering? When you are not an ordained minister.
Prayer, Holy Mary.
And you call prayer and you call Holy Mary, as you are saying, sacraments? No, answer those questions.
Let me finish with your question, then I'll talk about myself.
Alright. You just me in English. Talk of any language, I will switch to that language. Yes. Members of the parish can somebody handle. To administer sacraments, you must be an ordained minister, unless if you talk of baptism, but also in dangers of death. Alright? Apart from that, which other sacraments have you been administering? And now you are talking of prayer. Is prayer a sacrament?
I can explain myself.
Holy Mary, is that a sacrament?
No. So for me, this is what I offer.
Linda Gache, one more question, and then I think it will close our chapter.
Hey.
Mr. Emmanuel, Father, Reverend Pastor, as you have been purportedly recording yourself, would you kindly give us or show us your identity card? Only that will be enough for us. And then we see.
Glory be to God in the highest, and in the word, this be the name of God is will. This is my membership in the Caritas International as a minister, and this is.
I just want your identity card as a Jesuit priest, as you call it. Don't show me these cards of these other organizations. You need Nangamuntu.
Yes, I also to have
to
show you that
bring it also.
I'm originally, I am legally allowed to work here, so
but I want first of all your identity card as a Jesuit member, not a member of these other health, Sante, not a member of development and peace, Caritas Uganda. This is in Zambia. I know even the offices.
No, this is Caritas International Canada. This is check behind the member. Check really behind the membership. If you know
this is your Ndangamuntu. The Ndangamuntu is here. Mr. Lambert.
Yes.
Would you kindly bring show us your ID from the Jesuits community, from the Jesuits family, because I believe if you are part of them, you must be having that identity card that shows you, not Ndangamuntu, right? You are Ugandan, but the real identity card from the congregation of the Jesuits.
I'll be very honest town today in a Jesuit society for card, identity card.
Do you have your passport?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's at home. Sometime I can show it to you. Passport here, Canada, and my registration for the Canadian government and my passport for Uganda. I'm a Ugandan citizen. I'm a permanent resident in Canada, and I'm also I can bring other documents that you need from me at a later time. Because when I did but is a party.
So, dear members of the parish council who are here, Mr. Lambert.
Yes, ma'am.
Here we have members of the parish council and then some journalists, as you're seeing, but also we have here also some security personnel. Why and how did the security personnel come here? To us, the leaders of this parish, when we heard about you and when I went to check, the evidence I got, to us, you appeared to be an impositor. An impositor here. Someone pretending to be what you are not. You have been calling yourself Reverend Father. You have been blessing articles of faith. In the Catholic Church, there is no one that can impart a blessing apart from an ordained minister and Hamun, which is a Catholic ukwiriye gutanga umugisha atari umupadiri cyangwa wahawe sakaramento ya holy orders. Can get your padiri. I have the evidence.
I am not here to serve Catholics. This is not who I'm serving. No, I'll be very honest. My calling and service in my ordination, I am not sent to serve Catholics only.
And even now,
and I don't identify myself when kushumba bantu mu Kiliziya Katolika.
Who ordained you? You're saying you're in your ordination. Do you understand what the word ordination means?
Ordination
who ordained you?
As a Christian. Hanyuma yo kubonekerwa umwami Yesu Kristo. Canada, Toronto. Yes. That is back in 2016.
Hey.
Canada, Toronto.
So you got an apparition of Jesus Christ.
Yes, and Holy Mary.
That was when?
In the 2016.
And Holy Mary.
And Holy Mary.
Which place was that?
Canada, Toronto.
Was that apparition verified by the Catholic Church? Was it approved by the Catholic Church?
Catholic Church is the website I don't work for the Catholic Church.
Alright, so Emmanuel,
so that is to be very true. I don't work down for the Catholic Church.
I have here Mr. Didas. Didas, I request you to introduce yourself before us and before him and perhaps your team. And I request, as I have said, that for us as the church leaders of this parish of Kisoro Catholic Parish, these things have been happening elsewhere in different places, in different churches, in Kawale, in Mbara, in Kampala, whereby people come as impositors and they penetrate the Christian communities, families, and parishes, and they begin extorting different funds, monies from Christians. So we felt and we feel still that he is an impostor unless he proves otherwise. He has already destroyed, began kind of misleading some of our Christians, some of the institutions. He's already beginning to kind of ask money from Christians without our awareness, without our knowledge as leaders of this parish. So, Mr. Didas, on behalf of the church leaders of this parish, the Kisoro Catholic Parish, I request you to introduce yourself. And then after, we are requesting that you take this young man for further investigations, because this is beyond us. And then also perhaps you have these documents of his. I see he has a bag here. You as the security personnel plus your team, I now hand over this young man to you. You can introduce yourself perhaps to us.
Thank you very much, Father Ignatius. I am Detective Corporal Ndyanabo Didas, attached to Kisoro Police Station.
Yes.
I am in the company of Detective Constable Savit Eric, also attached to Kisoro Police Station. We have come here on information that Mr. Lambert Ndyanabo Emmanuel is in the Kisoro district, purporting to be a reverend father, and he has been going to some institutions like Kisoro Primary Teachers College and the Kisoro Demonstration Primary School, where he has been conducting masses, services, and he had actually reached to the extent of convincing the Christians in those institutions to be putting some offerings in the baskets to help him as a person who does not have any parish which is heading for survival. So we got this information from Father Ignatius, and it became a concern security-wise. That's why we are here, and we are taking him to Kisoro Police Station before our bosses, the DPC, district side officer, and the other officers for investigations, and if proved to be an ordained priest in the Catholic Church, as has been claiming, then he will be set free.
To serve Jesus Christ. I'm not ordained in the Catholic
This
Church.
is all
I'm not a member
I can
of the
say
Catholic Church.
at the moment. So,
when I came from
ladies and gentlemen,
the church,
we are
arresting him
and taking him to the station.
has already imprisoned me.
Thank you,
This is
Father
second time.
Ignatius.
baramfunze nagezemo no mva Canada in 2017 urubanza rugenda mu koti bari wazanda zifite mu rugo zageze mu koti baramfunga iriya ntuza ruzira. The church never showed up, bamfatiye na mugongo. Church itaraje mu koti for 1 year. Urubanza rwararangiye, blessing ntuza judge aramburesinga arambwira pastor, whoever you are, go continue the work of God, but stay away possibly from the Roman Catholic Church. Genda ubere pastor ukora imirimo yabo ya buri gihe. Ariko bambe Chereziya ntahije tarumanza kufiteho for 1 year, impapuro zanyina zifite mu rugo bararushajijemo baranyiperekeza mu rugo. And from that time nashaze kureberera mama wanje ndabonye n'umugabo w'umworo tasende kunganyaga muri gihugu. I have never raised the money ba Catholic bagenzi banje n'abatuza bakristo mu mane mu gihugu bazanjurira. I don't raise money.
Tawushaka kusibira che bakaba kutireho mushanga.
Bashize umutabo bansobanukiwe na mugongo.
Abakusibira
n'abana mugongo. Roman Catholic Catholic it was a Roman nanje kuri Father Musara at the Roman Catholic Charismatic New Ministry na mugongo.
Bakaba no mwendeza chifaga Musara.
Na nisha kuganira ko nawe nayo kumusaba umugisha ko bakoze nayo kuva kera mu Charismatic New no kumuyanzurira ko ngarutse kuvuye Canada amfashe nebo ko nakora guno murimo muri Uganda neza.
Gwara mwaka ki
2017 February.
Okaba waragezerizaho kushoma ubundi bufazo bundi ryakunanira wayigira Toronto.
No, Toronto niyo mbaye niyo someye niyo nkomerejwe niyo nagiye niyo nkoreye imyaka yose 13
barakureberera nibaha.
Abari barandi bata muntu wandeberaga nari mu rugo rwa buri gihe kandi nari ngendaga mu Roman Catholic Church ibimba biraga Red of Roads niyo nasomera kali niyo twakora charismatic niyo group niyo nagiye gusoma apostolic ministry nka capacitor mu Jesuit Society Missionary Fathers.
Ahubwo si kuki wiyise amazina yose yitorero Reverend Father Pastor.
Icyo usacyara turutse mu bantu kwa abongeragera aho bose babiye banyabona nka Reverend abandi bakambira Father nka Pastor.
Yasayininze mu gitabo ufite ubuhamya hano kuko aho yasayininze mu gitabo mu bitabo bitari bimwe na bimwe ntabwo byaturutse mu bantu nko bivuga. Niyo giye muri ayo mashuri ukomaze kubabwira urabonamo ubuhamya. Iyo murebye hano katurebe iyo rebye hari muri iki gitabo n'igitabo cya PTC rather Kisoro demonstration school. Ukubona hano ya sign Reverend Father Emmanuel Ndyanabo that is Lambert. Then yikoramu neya ntuza occupation ashiraho Father Pastor. Uri kubibona? So ubu yavuze ngo byaturuse mu bantu ntabwo byaturuse mu bantu niwe ayetaga Reverend Father Pastor. Kabasobanurire n'iki kitabo iki ni kihe ikitabo ni kihe icyo kitabo. So muri kubona bavandimwe abari hano, dear friends, he says that he's not a Catholic priest, but this is the Roman Missal. Iki ni kitabo cy'aba padiri bakoleshaga kuyobora misa. This is the Catholic Roman Missal. And here we have.
You're not giving me time to tell people who I am and who I am.
Excuse me, Lambert. When you say that you are not a priest, how come that you own? This is a purificator which we use in the Catholic Church.
Yes.
I mean, these are purificators. This is a copyright.
This is not a. Ibi bitabo biveho birabihandikaga muri Canada. We prepare.
Nababwiye ngo arasigaga abantu. Hona ntuza.
Muteye kutinya, fada bazimenya, don't fear. Ndabizi for Ignatius. Kuri mu bihe byo kugeragezwa. But Jesus Christ has returned. I don't fear because I have already done it.
This is the oil. Which is this is the oil. Movit has been using to anoint people.
No,
and this is such a reg in the Catholic Church. People have been supporting, and even now you're talking about the sacrament anymore. Excuse me.
It is about
stop faking here. Stop faking. We shall not entertain your nonsense here. You must be arrested, Afande. Take charge of him. This is too much. No, you cannot. If you are mad, then we are going to explain. Otherwise, we can't entertain this nonsense in the Catholic Church. You are an impositor. He has been using Movit, as you can see, to anoint Christians. He's carrying church articles. I don't know where he got them from. Stop pretending as if you are mad. You are sane. You are sane. If you are mad, perhaps then we shall use the doctors.
I have already forgiven the church. I have been imprisoned already. Na service the time yanje. Ndikuja mu komera ndikubyemera kuja mu komera ta sente mfite umugabo w'umworo tamusabaga abantu sente onje nasaba sente tawundi kuba kitorero tawundi commission yo kubaka kiliziya tawundi commission yo kurwanyisha kiliziya katolika mazi myaka 25 mfite myaka 38 umugore yarapfuye.
You had a wife and she died. You had a wife and she died.
I impregnated a woman in my early years. Mfite mwana ali hali mu rugo. Hano mu Kisoro mu bikoro. Takagenzire kuja kusoma. Tabaye mufaza nabaye mushumba wo kujanija mu Yesu Kristo musi yose. Mami Bible ntu yabyambye mbifate neza mu byubahirize. Muteye kunsuzugura because very soon it will be revealed what God has sent me here to do. Taun ubasi torero, taun commission yo kubaka torero, taun kuonyesha kiliziya katolika. I've only been spreading the word of God. I've been praying to people. I have been telling them who I am and how Jesus Christ has appeared to me. I've also been sharing the sacraments of the testimony of my suffering as a man and as a Christian, but also my teachings from the Jesus Society Toronto, Roman Catholic Charismatic Renewal, kukola na Father Musara, niwo bushuma ndi kuyandasajja n'abana b'Imana. Ikina ubayira gakeleziya ngaza nkasaba. Na ninje hano na yuzana kwera Father bazimenyera. Musaba umugisha. Mbashunde bubona kutakola twese mu ishuri hali abali bantumye tigende Father bampe recommendation bampakazi hali ya ku Kisoro demonstration. Ubona kweraga humurimo ndi kwigisha ndi kuyobora abana. None bali bantumye Mr. Steve ndigenda bambe pati bazimenyera akwere recommendation tuguhe spiritual care ministry hano batugisha muri CRE na other courses ujura tufasha. None nali naje kusaba ipali wa recommendation. I need to know that prison and going to jail was coming after me. Ariko wamene bali komi bibonye nyagasani kwiteka Yesu Kristo tubere bagero mwe bimezi wangwishije ubumena atwe kandi tulumbihe byo kugeragezwa na Christmas irasoye kuvuka ni gusaba imbere y'Imana mfukama. Padiri Father Ignatius.
Ibindi bino za kubisobanurira mu polisi. fata ibintu byawe
mushima mugenzi wawe
Ah,
kamye imbere yawe
ibyo biveho
ndi gusaba imbabazi
uraza kuzivugira ha polisi uraza kuzisabira ha polisi
nibona naje ko naje nsaba
haguruka tugende
cyane ndi gusaba gukora mu Catholic Church nangwa umurimo ndi gusaba
haguruka
yo kubona
you stand up
ariko ndi gusaba bambe Father Ignatius.
It's okay. Let us go at the police station, then we shall see. It's okay. We shall see the rest from there.
Yesu Kristo turi kumukuvuga kuno imbere
haguruka ibintu uraza kubivugira ku polisi kandi ufite na telefoni umenyesha abo mu byiwanyu.
naje kubaka Kiliziya naje kubaka ijambo rya Yesu Kristo mu gihugu cyose ya Father Ignatius mufite urubanza ya Kiliziya Katolika mufite urubanza amano de servant of God tawo ndi gusaba ibihebwayo kuboneka sente mu bantu baga testimony na kuri niko nasomye ko nakomeje
Mati yazana urwo rukapu
ntumye amavuta basangwa n'amavuta ko nabonye gari gushira basangwa ari gashitse that one can work a bit then go and get to come back. Okay.
I think that's second time here. Yes.
Funguli nanje kuko walantumye nyagasani witeka ubere nanje mwana wawe taho balamfunga kokuli nanje walantumye Yesu Kristo wantumye umulimo gwawe taho waguntumye mu Kiliziya Katolika yonyine n'ubwalimo nabatizwe ariko mubyeyi wantumye kujana ijambo lyawe mu gihugu cyose mubyeyi Yesu Kristo nyibembere Kiliziya yamvunyemo waliho nagera hano baramfunze ruzira kuri manda bamfunze ngo taho bamenye mu 2017 Kiliziya Katolika yaramfunze Father Ndyanabo Lambert ngo taho bansobanukiwe mvuye Canada Kiliziya yayikoreye umurimo gwawe ngujejeje hose mu bihugo byose ubu munsi baramfunze umfunze ni padiri wo watumye umurimo gwawe Father Ignatius hano Kisoro parish. God follow me, God be with me. I have served you in this kingdom. I have served you wholeheartedly. Ta sentence abyabana bawe baranjurira. Ta sentence ndachumbe ko nanindi kumbeka hano. Ta nandi Kiliziya yanje nayibatirijwemo narayikunze kuva kera. Uwiteka abansibye ngo tawo ndi kubesha ngo ndi Father. Tawo ngiye niyanzura mu kigo cyayo ngo ndi Father. Nagiye niyanzura ndi umukozi ndi pastor ndi umushumba wawe. Ndi kuvuga butumwa bwo kuboneshwa yidata Yesu Kristo. Nafukamye nimbere yawe nyagasani ku Kiliziya Katolika. Fukamye imbere ya Padiri Ignatius musabye imbabazi zawe. Arazinyimye ampaye mu makoga ya polisi baje kumfunga. Nyagasani tarubanza mfite. Ta muntu ndi kurwanyisha. Ndemeye ngende nka Apostle Paul ko bantumye. Yesu Kristo waramwe ngiye kuzanyura mu bikomengeze Uganda abantu zamfunga ntibazansobanukirwa umurimo gwawe n'amavuta gumushira amaze gumucyo tusangiye n'abana bawe abakijwe muri Kisoro nyagasani mufukame munsabire Pastor Ndyanabo Lambert mushumba wanyu taho ngiye kurwa ntasende mfite mama wanje arateganye yasubiye ni wabo yarwaye mu mutwe sigara n'itabi na satani yari mwishe ari hari yasagitwe Oliver Jagari nsize umwana wanje hariya mu rugo tasete takandi kazi ko mfite tanimva nagasente tasende mbona ga Canada n'umugabo waje kujaniza ivanjiri no kuri isi yose taho ndi Roman Catholic priest ndo umushumba wa Yesu Kristo ndo umushumba washazeho kereziya narayiseze ku bibyaha Nyagasani yanyeretse homosexuality yinjiye mu bapadiri twewe yinjiye mbashumba yinjiye ibyaha byinjiye kereziya uburimanganya abapasta n'abapadiri turi kukwana bakobwa babandi tukabarongora ejo bundi na padiri bamuririye no father bazimenyera umuhungu yaje ari kurega umushumba w'utorero uwamukoze homosexuality Nyagasani ubiteka mu Yesu Kristo natwe ni ukufasha abashumba bacu bapadiri bose baramfunze ariko uwiteka ndi kurira imbere yawe n'abakristo bari kumva ndi ukushimira abanyamahurire baje murakoze n'ikisabyo witeka witwa Simonyeje n'imbere Yesu uwiteka ufate ku bana bawe Nyagasani turinde ibyaha turi kwangana mu bihe byo kukiranuka no gukundana